Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the second session for a seminar for students on live streaming. This is a part of a project, Education for Technological Literacy and Inclusion. And today we are going to dig in more into the software of setting up the streaming. And also the educational technologist of Estonian Academy of Music and Theatre, Piret Lehiste, is going to give us lots of tips and tools and inspiration how to keep the audience engaged, because we all know that watching live stream for long hours passively might cause Zoom fatigue or screen fatigue. And there are certain tips and tricks one could do to help avoid this and then keep the audience active. So I'm glad we have the students here, and let's start for today.
Hello from me as well. So nice to see some of you from yesterday. Yeah. So, but I think some people are missing today, but they hopefully can watch the recording then. So I, as Kari mentioned, I'm planning to do then two different things today with you. The first thing is to show you the backstage of Streamlabs streaming software so that you can, if you want in the future, you can try it out because even if you don't want to go live for real, so then there is an option in Streamlabs that you can just record everything and keep it for yourself or share it with some friends if you want to. So no need to go live and feel very anxious about it. So first you can just try it out. Play with it a bit, and then you get more confident with the software. And another topic is how to engage your audience in some future online events, maybe a webinar, maybe some kind of online conference, or even just a live stream on Facebook or YouTube or anywhere you prefer. So this is my plan. I'm not sure how much we can manage in 1.5 hours, but hopefully I can share some useful information with you and make you interested, make you curious about those applications that I have used already for many years in my career. But in the very beginning, then I'll try to share my screen, and then I would like you to join in one activity right away. Let me see. I'll take this screen. Oh. Now, Kari, can you tell me whether you see
I see the backstage of your I see the admin site of Slido.
Yes, this is what I want you to see right now. Yeah. Okay, so Slido is there, and this is one of the apps that I'm going to introduce today as well. But first, let's try it out with one very simple activity that I have planned for you. So I will open this activity now. And when I click this present button here, this is when you now, if you have a smartphone with you, this is what you should do then. You either scan this QR code here, or you go to a separate website, slido.com, and you add this PIN code, this number here, in order to join then, this session.
I'm sorry, please write the number on the chat because I'm using phone and
okay. So if you are there in the phone, then I think it's not comfortable for you to use different things. Then you could use the Zoom chat. So if you're only on the phone, use the chat to do the same thing. And others who can open another tab in their computer, for example, or use their smartphone. So I would just like you to choose one emoji that best then represents how you are feeling today. Okay, so one person has already entered an emoji. Yeah, Kari was the quick one, I think. So actually, this is here like a word cloud. All your emojis appear then on the right-hand side for others to see as well. So very good. We have a thumb up, and some people might be confused. Maybe some are even sleepy.
I presented my emoji from the chat.
Okay, very good. Thank you. I see here, yeah, so you are happy, Leah, yeah, it seems. So a smiling face is here. Very good. One participant is still typing, so you can see what I see as well. So this is what it looks like if you want to organize a Slido session. Up here, I see that 7 people have participated so far. But I like the look of it. So you can add the picture yourself and you can come up with all kinds of questions. And there are very many different question types in Slido. So this is what you can do here. But we'll speak about it a bit later. So thank you for your participation, those of you who managed to do it. Okay, but now, yesterday, I promised to speak about Streamlabs. So now you see me twice, I think. So one window is in Zoom and another one in Streamlabs. So do you see the Streamlabs window right now on the screen?
Yes, we do see the Streamlabs window.
Okay, very good. So now I'll speak about this software because yesterday I couldn't, as Streamlabs doesn't allow you to use the camera in different instances or in different sessions. So right now, what you are seeing is I'm using a virtual webcam, and this is why you are seeing me here on the screen. But at one point, I have to switch off my video in Zoom so that I could show you different scenes that I have set up here. But first, I'll just repeat once again what you need to do then when you decide to start live streaming using streaming software. So this more professional way of live streaming in the future. So what you need to do is you go to the Streamlabs website and you download a program that is called Streamlabs Desktop. So you download it into your computer and you have to install it. And then when you first open it, you will get a similar window, but it will be empty. There won't be anything. Yeah? So you won't see any camera picture. You won't see any scenes given here or any sources. So it will be totally black. So the first thing you need to do is you need to log in to the system. And down here in the left-hand lower corner, yeah. So you see there is this icon of a human, yeah. So
Sorry,
you have to click this one.
What's the name? Streamlabs.
Streamlabs, yeah. Streamlabs.com is the website. But you don't have to do it right now. Yeah, Leah, you have a question?
Yes, please, any instruction you give, write on the chat or Kari after
Leah,
the lesson.
Leah, you don't have to do anything right now. So I'm just showing you what it looks like from the inside, just the backstage. But now don't start downloading anything. It will make it very slow maybe on your side. This is something that you can do later on.
If it's an instruction, so I'm just asking that after lesson, it should be, I would like to have it published somewhere because I can't remember so many instructions you are giving.
Leah, the lecture is recorded, so you can have access to it.
Yeah, you just do it step by step later on. If you have a home task or something connected to it, so I will also be available in the academy for those who need some special help. So you can come to me and I can help you set it up if you are an academy student. Yeah? Because we have some people here who don't have to do any practical tasks connected to this thing. So that's why I'm only showing it to you from the inside. What are the things that you can do with it? But right now, you don't have to do anything. So it will just be recorded. And if you need to do it, then you can just pause the video and just do anything that is needed. And actually, there are very many tutorials also available online, which help you to set up the thing that I'm going to.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for
So
explanation.
don't worry about it right now. So anyway, I was saying that the first thing you need to do is to log into the system. And when it comes to Streamlabs, you don't create a separate account to use it, but you need either a YouTube account, so you have a YouTube channel, so this is one option. You have a Facebook account, this is possible. And the third option is if you have a Twitch account. So you need one of these three in order to log in. If you don't have any of these three, you first have to create one of those. So this is how you can start using it. So you log in. I have, for example, used my YouTube account, the one that I have in YouTube. When I log in, I can join someone else's chat. I can comment, I can like things and so on. So this kind of account will do. So you log in, and the next thing I advise you to do then is to go to the settings. You see above this icon of the human, there is a cogwheel. So you click the settings, and then there are, it might seem quite scary in the beginning because there are lots of different things that you can change here. But actually, you don't have to change much. So you don't have to go into each setting and make some changes. For example, under general, where I am at the moment, I haven't changed anything. Everything that is here, it was done as by default, yeah. So I don't make any changes. Multi-streaming, you cannot do if you have a free account. So if you don't pay anything for Streamlabs, then you cannot stream to different social media platforms. Only one that you have logged in with. Then when I click stream, so here there is an important place that you have to check later on whether it automatically adds these things here for you after logging in, or you have to go and copy one of these things. And it's the most important thing is this stream key here. So first of all, you should make sure that it says here streaming services, because you are using a streaming software. Then you make sure that it shows here YouTube, if you logged in with YouTube. If you logged in with Facebook, it should show Facebook here. And here, the stream key is one thing that might confuse you. What is this? Where do I get it? So for that, I'll go back to my YouTube. I showed yesterday how to set up a YouTube event. So you go here. Then I will go under your videos. Then live, because I created a live event. Yesterday, you remember when we finished, I created some kind of live event, which is going to happen in the future. And here under this live streaming basics event, there is an icon view in live control room. So when I click this one, I get this dark screen that I showed yesterday, where you had to decide about the latency of your stream and these kinds of things. But here you see there is something called stream key, and it's hidden. So I would like to warn you about it, that you should never show it to anyone. So right now I could open it, but I should never show it because this is something private. So if someone gets hold of this stream key, they can take over your stream. So then you lose control. That's why you should never show it during the live stream. You should just go and copy it if it's not shown in this Streamlabs, on the Streamlabs settings. Okay, so let me see where the Streamlabs window is. Yeah, so here, if it doesn't show those little dots, then it means that you have to copy and paste it here so that Streamlabs understands this is your stream key, and that's why it knows where to stream and which channel the stream should go to. So it's like a password of your live stream. So, but sometimes it does it automatically. So I've never had to add it here. So it understood that this is the stream key of my YouTube after logging in. Okay, so now 3 things I have to show more: output, audio, and video. So under outputs, so what is important that I should mention right now has to do with encoder. So if you don't have anything like that here, NVIDIA, then don't again be confused because there are different options here. You probably see the word software and X264, this kind of thing. What the difference is that depending on the computer that you are using, in some computers, the graphics card, the video card, is integrated onto your motherboard. So then you don't have a separate quality graphics card, and then you should use this one here, software one. But as in my computer, I have a special graphics card, which is NVIDIA graphics card. So that's why I have picked this one. But if you don't have anything specific, so then don't choose anything else but the one given here. Bitrate. I have here 8,000. This is the maximum, as far as I know, that YouTube can show, but it can be smaller number as well. Even 3,000 might do. But the bigger the number, the better the quality of your stream. So if yours is something like, if you write, for example, 8,000 here, don't worry. Even if your computer doesn't manage with 8,000, it will make it lower itself. So you don't even have to change the number here. Okay, so then the others you can just copy from me, because I don't know about each little detail, why this is high quality. So why here it's high instead of main or baseline. So those I have just copied from other people's streams. So I have watched different YouTube tutorials where they show the settings of Streamlabs, how to change them to have good quality live stream. And this is why I have picked the same ones. And when you are planning to record, so if you don't want to go live stream, if you don't want to go live, then you could also record. So I could click here, recording, and then I have to tell this software where exactly I would like my recordings to go. So which part of my computer, which disk, for example. I have a special folder called Streamlabs recordings, and everything goes there. And I want the videos to be MP4, in MP4 format. So those are the most important things under outputs. Now audio. So keep it here 44.1 kilohertz. So this is what you should have here. Then make sure it's stereo sound. Yeah. And 2 things here. You have to allow desktop audio. So make it default. So it takes also when you stream, for example, and you want to play some video from your computer, then it understands that it should use also your computer audio. And then mic or auxiliary device 1, this means the microphone that you are using while doing your live stream. So which microphone should be used? I have picked here default again. And the other things are all disabled, so I'm not using those things. And on the video, all you need to make sure is that your base resolution and your output resolution are 1920 by 1080. So that would be the best resolution then in this case. And the last number here, the 60, might also be lower in your case. 60 frames per second, this is the value that is used if you want to show, for example, how you play video games or when you use some 3D models or something like that. But yesterday when I told you that most streams actually are just a person talking and other people just using live chat or something like that. So then in that case, it can also be 30 frames per second. So 30 is okay, and you don't need to worry about the quality of the stream then. Because if it's 60, it might need more resources from the computer. So if you don't have a very good computer, I recommend you to make it 30 in this box. Okay, so this is what I have set up thanks to other people's help. But yeah, I don't really want to go into more details. And look down here, you can see that I have logged in using this Nipidiri channel that I have and my YouTube account. So it's shown here. And if I want to log out, I just click log out. So all the other things under settings are not important for you. So don't worry about those. And then you click done when you have made anything, you have changed anything here. So I'll right now move out from here. Okay, so this is what you do. Log in, look at the settings, make some changes if needed, but you don't need to edit it a lot. And another thing now that you can do after that is, you see right now, I'm under this camera icon called editor. But click the one next under it, yeah, it's called layout editor. Layout editor, this is how you can decide what this window that you see in front of you right now, what it will look like for you on your screen so that it's comfortable for you to do the live stream. So when I click this one, I see that there are different layouts, different options available. I have picked this one, the one that you see next to it, that this is the editor display. This will show what all the other people during the live stream will see. So this will always be available for you so you can make sure what your viewers are seeing at the moment. Then under it, I have the scene selector. So this is for me to create the scenes before the stream starts. And the source selector, this shows then which sources have to do with each scene that I have set up. And audio mixer, you can see then whether your mic is open, you can silence it if you want to, whether there is any desktop audio, is it loud enough, and these kinds of things can be seen in this box. And the one on the left is called website. So this one I have here to see the live chat of YouTube. So I told you yesterday that while I was live streaming, I had the chat open here so that I could follow it. I don't need to go to YouTube to see your comments there. And you see there is a link. And how do I get this link to add it here under this website? So I'll go back to YouTube now to make it clear for you. So your videos, back to live. And if I want to share this one, because it's unlisted, it cannot be found on my channel by anyone. So only those who have a link can join this. So if I want to share it, I go under these three dots here, options. I take this get shareable link. This is the link you should give to those you want to join your stream. Now I open it here. You see, it will be in 4 days. But where do I get the chat, pop-up chat link? I go to this place where there are also 3 dots. And I take pop out chat. And now up here, there is the live chat pop-out window that I copy from here. And I go back to Streamlabs. I come to this window and I paste it here. Yeah, I paste it here. So I'll do it once I paste it here, and then I have to say save changes. And now you will see it will be shown right away. Let's wait a bit. It's a bit slow right now. So now it shows. It disappeared again. Yeah, okay. Now it shows the link here. So I can just make it wider and more narrow or anything like that. And then I can see what people are saying during the live chat, and it will be shown then next to this window here. So this is how you add different websites that you want to see yourself during the stream, not that others can see it. So this is just for me to see it. Okay, and then the last important thing that I would like to show now, the most important thing actually has to do with those scenes. And for that now I will switch off my camera in Zoom. I'll put it back later. I'll stop video from here. Yeah, so then I can start changing the scenes here. So you see, whenever I make a live stream, I have these kinds of scenes prepared. There is always an intro scene. I click it now and you will see what happens. Yeah, then starts the video that I showed yesterday. Then when I click sissejuhatus or introduction, then you see my yesterday's introductory scene with an image in the background and my camera in the corner. If I choose monitor and camera, then you see what I see right now on my main monitor and then my webcam. Then if I just want to show you my monitor, only this thing which is on the monitor right now, so then my picture disappears. And then back to camera, this is when you see only me, because I have told Streamlabs that when I click camera, only show my webcam picture. When I tell it show this sissejuhatus introduction, then it knows that it should show this image and it should show my webcam. So how do I do it? So I'll show you now how to create a new scene. I can always go and delete them, by the way, as well. So you can have them as many as you want, as many scenes as you need during your live stream. So it's like preparing for the live stream so that you can very quickly change one thing to another. So if I want to create, start from scratch, I have no scenes. Imagine I have no scenes. And I create one, I click this plus here, and I give my scene a name. Right now, I'll call it random. It's just a name so that I know that this scene has to do with this thing. Then I click done, and you see, here there is now random, and there is nothing. You see a black screen right now. Yeah, so nothing here, because I haven't said what source this random should go to. What do I want to have here? So now I have picked random and I click sources, this plus here next to sources. And now you see what are all these options that are available in Streamlabs that you can add as sources. You can add different media files like audio or video files. You can add your webcam, your webcam device, video capture device. You can, for example, add display capture. Display capture is your monitor, the main monitor, the main screen. What's there? This is what you pick from here. You can add text, maybe some kind of slogan is also on the screen for people to see. You can add images and so on. So right now, for example, I'll take an image, I click it. Then I see what kinds of formats the image can be in, PNG, JPG, and so on. And then I click Add Source. Now, it shows me these things that I have already uploaded to Streamlabs. I don't want any of these. I want a completely new picture. So then I click this Add a New Source instead. I switch it on. I give it a name. Let's call it just image. And Add Source. And now I have to look it up from my computer. What is this? Where is this picture situated that I would like to add? So I click Browse. Now you won't see it because let me see. Oh, I want this one. And done. Yeah, so now I found a picture of a rabbit and I click Done. Okay, so far so good. But now you see the picture is slightly smaller than my screen right now here. This dark screen behind it is bigger than the picture on it. So if I want to have the picture as big as the screen, so then I go and make a right click on this word image and transform and fit to screen. So I click this one, fit to screen. And now you see it's as big as the screen. So sometimes you have to do these things, right click, transform, and fit to screen. And then I normally lock this element because I don't want it to accidentally move. So I click it now and it cannot move. So I can't accidentally delete it or anything like that. So the picture is here. The first source has been added. I want my webcam to be here on the right-hand side as well. Yeah, so while I click when I click random during my live stream, I want people to see that picture and also my webcam. So I add another source. And now I should take then, as I said, video capture device. I'll take this, click this, and add source. And this one, you see, has already been added here, webicamera. But if I don't have it yet, then add a new source and tell it which webcam you are using. But I'll just click add source. And now you see it's very big. I don't want it to be that big. So I take this corner and I drag it a bit and I make it as small or as big as I want it to be here over this picture. And then I let go. So now I have two things set up. I lock this one as well, and one scene has been created. And I create another scene now. If I want to show some video, for example, I make the video show in the background and maybe me in the corner, or maybe no me in the corner at all. So all these things are called scenes. And I think if you look at mine, normally people during the live stream, they don't need much. There should be something for introduction when people are gathering. Yeah, so some kind of animation maybe, then introduction, and then usually it's okay to just show your monitor and maybe just your camera. Kari has a question, so you're welcome.
Yes, to broadcast my slides, should I choose the source as my desktop and then share my slides on the full screen?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm using this whenever because I'm going to use slides together with you today as well. So I don't create a special scene for just slides, but I just show that I just tell Streamlabs that show my screen. Yeah, so my main screen, and then on my main screen I open everything. But you can do it this way as well, that you just try to upload some kind of slideshow. Maybe a PowerPoint will do as well. I haven't tried it so far. because all my presentations are normally online. So if things are online already, so then the screen will do. So just this, what I have called it, I have it monitor, I have called it here, but let's create a scene, for example, display. Let's call it display, done. And now source, as I said, you should take display capture, display capture, add source, and again. So it's either it either shows it automatically, or you just tell it to use this screen, this monitor, and add source. And you see now it's here. So that's what everyone will see on the screen when I click display. And when I want to remove the scene, I just click the trash bin, and that's it. Okay. So this is how you create scenes and sources. There are also transitions. So you might maybe have like some kind of animation between two scenes. So these can also be set up, but it's not compulsory. So you can do without those things. And as I said, here you have desktop audio and your microphone, and you see I can always mute one or another. So right now I have this on because I want you to hear my desktop audio as well. But this one is muted because I'm not using Streamlabs right now. I'm using Zoom. This is how you can hear me. Yeah, but when I make a stream, when the live stream is going on, so then this should be on, of course. It should be switched on. Otherwise, people cannot hear you. But maybe you, for example, get a cough or your dog starts barking or something like that, and you don't want there to be this loud noise. So then during the stream, you can also mute it. So you can just switch it off, and that's it. And now those of you who want to just try it out without live streaming to YouTube or Facebook or Twitch, then this nice button down here, Rec. Yeah, this is if you just want to start recording something to see how well do you manage with all those changing scenes and things like that. And just click record, it starts automatically. And then when you want to pause it, you can pause it and then continue from there, or finally then stop it. So there are these kinds of options here as well. So I think it's a very nice test to do in the beginning, that you create some scenes, add sources, and then click record and just try it out. See what happens. If you manage with the recording, then it means that your live stream will be okay as well. So because there's nothing to worry about then. The only thing from my experience, I can tell you that sometimes I might forget to change the scene. So I think that I have done it, but then I look at this screen here, and then I see that, oh, I'm talking about something, but I haven't made a change yet. So this is the only thing that can go wrong. Or maybe if you mute yourself, and you forget to put it back, you forget to switch it on, then this might be also a problem. But as I said yesterday, with live streaming, it's natural that something goes wrong, and people really don't care. So as long as your content is interesting, so everyone will follow you, and they don't mind if you make some small mistakes, because it's practice makes masters, as they say. So I've done already 70, maybe something like 80 different live streams, but I still, as I said, I don't feel confident. And if now those of you who are the students of the Estonian Academy of Music and Theatre, if your home task with Kari has to do with this live stream, setting it up, so then I really encourage you to contact me if you feel that you don't know, you are not into technology that much, so I could maybe help you then when you come to my office in the academy. So we can discuss how to do it and when to do it. But that's it. That's how much I wanted to share with you in in Streamlabs. So when you have set up all the scenes and sources and everything seems to be working, you have recorded and it looks fine. So then the next thing is to just click go live, and then you can seriously see what happens. Yeah. So, but then for that you need to set up, you remember this YouTube Live, yeah, has to be set up, the thing that I talked about yesterday. So you should have this thing ready, and then you go live from here and you go live from Streamlabs. So you have to click 2 buttons then if you have scheduled a stream. You first click it from Streamlabs. So you click it from here and then from YouTube as well. This is how at least I do it. Maybe there are other options as well, but that's how I've done it so far. Okay, so this was Streamlabs, and now let's look at this other topic that I had in mind, and this is then how to engage your audience. And I'll start from here. And see what I've called it. Yeah? So I have called this workshop how to engage your audience during online and offline events. So that's the next topic of ours. And I asked AI again to create 2 different images. So just to show you that one image has to do with offline events and another one with online events. Those things that I'm going to share with you today, they can be used in one or another case. So it doesn't really matter whether you have a real conference with people attending on the spot, and maybe some of them are online as well, watching it from their home. So some of those tools might help you in that case. Or maybe in the future, you start having a lot of webinars, online events where people come to Zoom or Google Meet or MS Teams, anything like that. So then some of these tools might be for you. So both cases are okay. And when I say audience engagement, then what do I mean? So there is a definition that I found which says that this is the act of encouraging your attendees, yeah, the ones who participate in your online event, to be active participants and also to interact with your content whenever possible. And why is it important? Because studies show that engaged audience learns and retains information better. So if they are truly active, so they remember things much better. And you, as the host of the event, this for you, it helps to understand that your audience is really listening and understanding what you are saying. But one thing to keep in mind is that getting attention of your attendees is only the first battle, but keeping it is much more challenging. And that's why maybe we should use the term sustained attention even, because by that we mean that they are really engaged throughout the event, not just at the beginning or at the end of it, but it would be great to add different elements during the session which make people be active, not that they just get into Zoom, answer one question, and then they go back to sleep or something like that. Yeah, so sustained attention is very important. And here, before then we start trying out different options, I have one slide where I have written down some ways to engage your audience. So it's not a full list, but these are just the first ideas that came to my mind. It's a wise thing to start with some kind of icebreaker at the beginning of your session. So icebreaker meaning a warm-up activity. It's either for people to get to know each other or for you to get to know who your audience is. So it might be just a random question. So today I used Slido for that. I asked about your mood, how you're feeling today. So these kinds of activities are called icebreakers or warm-up activities. Then any question and answer session, any live chat, any poll that you do with your audience. These are all just different ways of engaging your audience. Then there are also a lot of platforms where you can create interactive games, quiz shows, so that you can run them. It might be Jeopardy, it might be just a random quiz with 5 or 10 questions. Different brainstorming sessions are engaging. So you ask for some keywords or some ideas from your audience, and then you look at them as a word cloud. Discussion questions, so that you have to open your mic and you have to say something, you have to give your answer, and others can either agree or disagree with you. And also physical engagement. So when I, for example, I should start my video as well. When I, for example, ask you to raise your hand or to nod, do you agree with me or do you disagree? You shake your hand. Maybe I even ask you to stand up and stretch yourselves. So these kinds of things are also very nice these days, because we spend so much time sitting. So stretching and doing some physical activities, this is nice as well. And in very many video conferencing tools, there are also these things which are called breakout rooms, breakout sessions. So in Zoom, it's also possible. Can you see my video now? Can you see my video now?
Yes.
Oh, you do? Okay. So yeah, earlier I think I didn't switch on the one, but you will get the slides from me as well. I'll add the link to the chat area later. And what I like a lot, whenever I go to some kind of international conference, some kind of workshop abroad, where a lot of different people from all over the world come together. So then what I think shows that people are engaged is that during the session or after it, they start live tweeting or posting on social media. So the person talking, for example, on a certain topic said something that I like a lot, or I find that this is exactly what I would like to say. So then I share his or her thoughts also on Twitter or X. Yeah? So which one you prefer? I still keep saying Twitter. So these kinds of things are also very nice. So, you know, they add hashtags, different hashtags, which help you to find then people who have taken part in the same session and who have said something about it. So these are all different methods to engage your audience. And now I would like to use the chat area in Zoom. Everyone who is here right now, you don't have to show me on the camera, but I would like you to write down in the live chat area 3 apps or 3 websites. Yeah, they don't have to be phone apps, but web applications that you cannot live without. You as young people, it would be interesting for me to see, what do you think are those 3 apps that you cannot do without? You use them every day. What are these for you? For me, for example, these would be, if I had to answer the same question, one would be naturally YouTube. Yeah, Leah mentioned it as well. Another one would be Twitter for me, because this is where I get most of my news, because it's really, you get news very quickly. So, and another one would be Google Workspace, because I do everything in Google Drive and Google Docs, Google Sheets, anything like that. So my 3 apps would be Google Workspace, YouTube, and Twitter. For you, I see it's YouTube, WhatsApp, Calendar and Gmail, yeah. Messenger, Facebook Messenger then, yeah. of course, online banking app is something that I need these days as well. But yeah, Outlook. Okay, so some of these are for social uses. Yeah, so we need channels to communicate with others, and some are really like productivity apps. Very good. Yeah, but it seems more or less that we have similar ideas in that sense. Yeah, similar apps that we need. Zoom, yeah, for example. Very good. Thank you. Thank you for.
I think it's a good distinction, the apps that are like for function reasons,
Yeah,
like for example, Teams for work.
Yeah.
And like for personal reasons, I think they diverse, because I was like thinking mine and it was like 2 groups.
Yeah. That's why actually when you think about my 3, these are also very different. YouTube I mentioned because this is where this is where I learn new things. Yeah. Twitter I mentioned because this is like my news channel, and a lot of my colleagues from abroad, those who have to do with educational technology, they are on Twitter, and Google Workspaces, of course, to do work. So to do all these things that I need to do in my everyday job. So that's why naturally they are different depending on what you do in your real life. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for this comment. Okay, so let's now continue. And I'll then share some ideas with you, and I'll start with Slido, the one that we used in the very beginning. So this is probably one of the most famous audience interaction apps that is available there. And maybe you have even been to some conferences where they have used Slido with the audience, especially the ones who are maybe not there, on the spot. But it's also done when the people are present, because there's no time during online or offline conferences to ask everyone's opinion. So this is a way to gather different opinions very quickly. And here on this slide, I have pointed out then the most important things about Slido, which help you maybe to decide whether it's suitable for you or not. In Slido, there is a free and a paid plan. So I'll tell you what this free plan has to do with. It enables you to activate maximum 100 participants. So if you have more people should be involved, then it's maybe not enough. So then you should upgrade. But there is an unlimited audience question and answer session. So then it doesn't matter how many people you have, they can always send questions to you and you see what people would like to know about. But with a free plan, you can create these kinds of sessions which have maximum 3 different tasks for the audience. So that's the maximum. But what I like about Slido is that it has a lot of different question types. So you can have a multiple choice question. You can create a word cloud with keywords. You can even do a quiz where there is, for example, one correct answer and you want to see how people manage to answer it. You can rate things. You give them, for example, 10 different apps and you ask them to rate these apps. You can have an open text question. You can rank things. You can say that this should get the first place and this should get the second place and so on. And another great thing is that Slido can be integrated into different video conferencing apps. And also you can integrate it into Google Slides and PowerPoint if you want to. And now I'll show you what it looks like from the inside. So here you can see then all these instances that I have created so far. Some go back 4 years even, and here I see that one of them is active now. So the one that is active now, we tried out with you. So this looked like this. I could later on go back and see what you added here and so on. But if I want to create a completely new session, so all I need to do is click this plus, create Slido. I have to decide on the start date. So when should this be open? And when does it end? Yeah. So when should people be able to add something? Then I give it a name. So right now, let's just write name and create Slido. And after that, I have to say what kinds of question types I would like to add. So these are the 6 that I mentioned. So you just take, for example, word cloud and add your question here and save. And these kinds of things, you can have then 3 different ones in one session. And that's it. And after that, when it's done, so you can just start it automatically. And the way I did it, I clicked present. People can see the QR code and the PIN code. They go to the website slido.com and enter the PIN code, and then you can start answering all these questions. And then I said that next to live polls, there is also something called audience Q&A. So when I click this one, this enables me or people as well, yeah, so they can go to slido.com, add this number, and they can send me questions. And I see those questions here on my screen. So anyone could just send any questions and I can come here and see whether there is anything that people have asked and I can answer them. So this is what they normally do in different conferences, that there is a moderator. Someone is a moderator and then has a constant eye on this Q&A session window and then asks the one speaking at the time. Yeah. So the person himself or herself doesn't have to do it. Yeah? So the moderator normally then posts these questions. But during the live stream, you could also tell people that go here and ask questions. Okay, so this is Slido. Now another one that I have here mentioned is QReport. So QReport is similar to Slido, but it is designed specifically for teachers. So quite a lot of people in education use it, and it helps teachers create some interactive lessons. Yesterday, I tried it out with you, and I said that it's a Norwegian platform. This, by the way, is my favorite at the moment. I use it during all kinds of webinars as well. And that's why I added it here, because Slido has limits, but QReport doesn't. So you might have like 500 people and you want them to interact with you. So then QReport is better than Slido, because in Slido, the maximum was 100. So in QReport, there is no such limit, and there is no limit to how many questions or how many tasks you give to your students. So this is why I prefer this one, though there is a paid plan as well, but unlimited presentations, unlimited questions. The only limit is to question types. There is something called a poll where there is no right answer. So you just give them a multiple choice, but all the answers are okay. You can ask students to create a word cloud, open questions, and drawing is a nice thing as well. So you can ask people to draw something and then you can get all their pictures. So this is what I like to try out with you. Unlimited participants. And another great thing in QReport is that it has a lot of AI features. You can ask AI to create these kinds of slides for yourself. And you can upload your own slides. You have maybe a PowerPoint presentation that you want to use during your live stream. You upload it, and then you ask QReport to create some kind of polls or interesting tasks for your students. And students, all they need to do is they go to this website, cury.live. They get a PIN code from you, and then they can join in. So let's try this out with you now. then you get a better understanding of how it works. See? Okay, so now I go to present. So I have prepared. This is my title slide. And then here there are different tasks. So I'll remove this one because I want to do only one thing with you. And now I present it. I come here and again show you the code. Those of you who are using only your phone, then don't do it together with us. Just watch what we are doing because you can't do it in Zoom right now. So I'll give you a drawing task. Yeah, so you have to do some drawing. I hope we'll manage with this one. We have 6 people here, and it's not a difficult task. So now I'll go to the next slide. And your task is to draw a smiley. So when you get to this task, what happens on your screen, there will be a whiteboard available for you, and the pen tool will be active right away. All you need to do is to try and draw something with it, and then click the button submit. And then that's it. So let's try. I have to click the play button. And now you should be able to see a whiteboard on the screen. And using your finger, just make the eyes and draw any kind of smiley you want. So someone is writing in Zoom, yeah? I see. But someone is drawing in Zoom, yeah? But it's not very comfortable, yeah? So I hope it worked for you. Don't forget to click the submit button. But as you noticed, there are very many different things. You could even ask your students to do maths there or write notes or things like that, yeah, because it's just a canvas, empty canvas, and you can fill it with anything. Okay, so I'll stop it now. I hope those of you who wanted to, yeah, 8 people have managed to send me their drawings. And now when I click results, I see all your smileys. So really nice drawings here. So all the students can see, but as you see, you are anonymous. So no one gets to know whose picture is which of these. And it really looks nice. So I could ask them to, I don't know, even actually it's possible there to upload your own image and ask students to maybe circle their favorite or underline some words or something like that. So this is what you can do in Curipod, and this you cannot do in Slido, for example. So each platform has some advantages compared to some others. And now I end the session, and I also see then your nicknames here and whether you managed to do the task or not. Now let me see if I know how to delete. Clear all drawings. Yeah, okay, I managed to do it. So this was Curipod. Now let's go back to my slides. Google Slides. I'm not sure whether you know that in Google Slides, there is also a possibility to engage your viewers. And for that, I'll put here this window. You know, when I started the presentation today, I picked the presenter mode, which means that I also get this little window next to my slides. And this one I normally drag then to the second screen so that I only see it because it might have some speaker notes here that I want to follow. But next to speaker notes, there is something called audience tools. When I click this one, I can start a new Q&A session with my audience. So I click Start New, and you see it's on. Right now, it would automatically accept questions from our academy, but I could change it. I could say anyone can now come and ask questions. Okay, allow people outside your organization to ask. And all I need to do is to share this link with you, and then you can come and write any question anytime during the session. If you are maybe too afraid to open your mic and you don't want to do it like that, you want to be anonymous, so then you could do it. So there is an option like that inside Google Slides as well. Yeah, so right now I switched it off because I'm not planning to use this one right now. Okay, so this is again just for engaging the audience and giving them the floor to add their questions. Then this one I would like to try out with you as well. It's a very, when I say very old, so then actually we're talking about 10 years. But when it comes to educational technology, then 10 years is quite a long time. And this platform has been available for more than 10 years. It's one of the favorites of teachers all over the world. And this is like a virtual bulletin board where anyone, if I set it up like that, then anyone, any person without having any account can come to my board and do something there. Either answer some questions or add pictures, text, videos, anything like that. So I'll now give you a link to this Padlet. Let me see. No, I'll take this longer one, then we can do it quickly. I'll put it here into chat. You can click this link and join the same board that you can see in front of me. But actually, I'll go to this window where I'm the boss. Yeah. So I have set up a Padlet like that. And I have here four different questions about live streaming. So we spoke about, or actually I spoke about those things yesterday. Can you see what I see? Yeah. So what I'd like you to do now is to, let me see if I have shared it so that you can, yeah, you can write. So you now read through those options and decide which, in your opinion, is the right answer. And you're going to do it anonymously. I see already that the first one has 3 votes. 1, yeah, but try to do them all. And don't worry, it's not a test or anything, but okay. So while you're doing it, I can show on my screen then that I see, as a teacher, I see how many students have already answered that question. And if I want to show the results to you, I click this show the results, and this is what I see at the moment, yeah? And I will do this for each question, but probably you see the results right after answering. Yeah, it doesn't matter that you see those things right now, yeah, because I'm not going to tell you which ones are correct answers anyway. But this is one thing that anyone can add to their board. So you just share this link of your created virtual board with others, but you can add these things. Whatever you want to add, you click this plus sign here in the right lower corner, yeah? And then you see this kind of little window. So I could right now write anything here, but where you can find all the options is this pink little button. I click it, and then I see what are all the things that I can add to a Padlet board. I can upload something from my computer. I can add a web link to some website. I can even show my camera, webcam. I can make a small video here. I can record audio and others can listen to this audio. I can draw. If I cannot draw, there is AI that can create a picture for me. And all these other options, Spotify, YouTube, what we saw right now on the screen, these are polls. Yeah? This is a poll in Estonian, then küsitluse. And when I click this, I can come up with a question like that. For example, what is your favorite season? Now, let's make it simple. Spring, summer, autumn, and winter. And now I click add and publish. And you see, right away, we have another question on the board, and any people viewing my live stream right now can answer the question here. So already 4 of you have done it. So I can even answer myself. My favorite is spring, and I vote, and it seems that there are more like me, yeah, so among us. So spring and summer probably are the best ones here. So anything can be added like that, and that's what I like about it. And by the way, now in Padlet, there is a possibility. Let me quickly show it to you. When you start creating, so this is the dashboard, yeah, so I have a lot of things here, but when I want to create a new virtual board, I just click this loo tahvel, yeah, create a board. And there are 8 different things that AI can help you with. But Leah, you have a hand up, yeah? So do you want to ask something?
Yes, I have answered the questions, but I don't know how to submit it.
It's automatically submitted it. Yeah, so you don't have to do anything. If you just pick the right answer for you, so then it does it automatically. There's nothing else you need to do. Yeah, but you, when you want to add something, you can all try to add something to the board because I have not closed it for you. So anyone can go and click this plus sign here. So all the audience right now, you can go, click it, then choose this pink little thing here and decide, for example, to add a web link of some website or upload something, draw something, or say that you cannot draw. And for example, I cannot draw. And I write here, cute cat. I want a picture of a cute cat. And you see, right away, AI creates 4 pictures, one cuter than another. I click it. Then I see that this is the right picture and I click publish. And everyone can right away see what I have done on the board. So try, just give it a try and nothing to worry about. So yeah, you can even add your own question. Are you hungry? Okay, let me answer as well. So this is really, this enables you to do a lot, this board called Padlet. And here I've added some key thoughts about it as well, that it's a virtual board for collaboration. You can have 3 active boards. 3 boards can be active so that people can join in when you have a free plan. But there can be an unlimited number of participants. Yeah, so these things I wanted to show. And if you run out of those 3 boards, so this is a quick tip for you. If you run out of the boards, you can always go to your dashboard. I have a lot of them because I am I have been in Padlet for many years, and then these people they have a bigger number of boards that they can have. Now the maximum is 3. So if you run out of active boards, you just click those 3 dots and you archive. You can archive any board. It just goes here under archived boards. It's not deleted, but you will get one empty space for the next board. And when one day you feel that you need one of those archived boards, so you could go to those, click the 3 dots again and say that you want it to be unarchived. Yeah, you want it back. So this is how you can work with a free plan as well, and wonderful things that you can do with your students or audiences. Okay, and then I have, I think, one more thing. This next one is called Miro, and Miro Lite is what I'm interested in right now, because if you have Miro, just Miro, then for that you need an account. But I'm showing you one option because normally we don't expect our audience to go and create another new account for one session. So that's why I'm showing you one option where no one needs to create an account, not even you. Miro Lite is a light version of Miro, which is a very nice collaboration team software. If you have a lot of teamwork that you need to do and a lot of design work, a lot of development things in your company, for example. But this light version then enables you to do a collaboration with different people. But you should keep in mind that those boards that you create are available maximum 24 hours. So 24 hours after that, it will be deleted. It won't be there online. You cannot find it later on. But you can make people do something together with you. And I have added here then some things like no sign up required. You can share the link very easily after creating it. You can use sticky notes, text, all kinds of shapes and arrows, and you can draw, and you can even add video links and whatnot. But 24 hours after that, it will be gone. And if you want to save it, if you want to keep it as a memory or anything like that, you can export what people have done. You can export it as an image or a PDF file. So we'll see it right away. But this one doesn't work on smartphones. But the screen is too small for that. So you need a laptop or a desktop computer to do that. Also works on tablet computers. So let's try, and I'll do it. No, this is not the one. This is the one. Yep. I'll give you the link. I'll add it to Zoom. So click the link in Zoom, and then I have I've given you one task here. But first, before you do it, I'll show you what you need to do. So right now, when I come to this board, I see that my cursor is a pen. If I don't want it to be a pen and accidentally draw something on the board. So then I click this select arrow here. And then I get rid of the pen. So select arrow and you get rid of the pen. And now on the left-hand side, you should all see a small toolbar. So this is where you see a pen, a sticky note, text, some shapes and arrows, and even some templates. So when you start creating a board for your students, for example, or for your audience, so then you could look at some templates which might be useful for you, maybe some brainwriting that you want to do with your audience, or some icebreaker. So these are also available. But I created an empty board. I added a shape here, wrote some text into it, and then added one sticky note. So what I'd like you to do now is to click this sticky note here, choose a color, and place it on the board wherever you want it to be and write one country where you would like to go to. You have never been there, but this is one of your dream destinations. So then we can all see what's going on the board. Yeah, so someone has written Bolivia, Australia, Turkey, and so on. So it's a nice place to collect some brainstorming ideas, ask people to do collaboration, make some diagrams, schemes, things like that. Okay, very nice. And now I'll show you that what else you can do. I'll make the screen a bit smaller. And I have a picture here on the desktop. I could just take it, drag it to the board, and the picture will also be here on the board. I will make it smaller, yeah, right now. You could, of course, write something here. I could add a web link, just copy paste. Just paste the link and it will be here. You see, someone used a template now and it's on top of everything else, yeah? So you could actually right now, you can do anything here. So you just don't worry. It's nothing that I should keep or anything, but it's for you to try things out. So don't think that only these things available on the toolbar can be added here. Actually, any web link. So I'll take, for example, here. Let's try with this link whether it works or not. So I take one Canva whiteboard link and paste it here. Loading. Yeah, you see, it's here. You can click it and it takes you to another website. So those things I can set up here, but you have to be then careful. Sometimes I'm not sure if you can, I think, yeah, you can delete other people's things. So this is one warning that I want to share with you. You can try, for example, go to someone else's sticky note and see if you can delete it. If I take, for example, this Boston, go under 3 dots and click delete, then I could actually delete other people's things. So first time you do it with children, of course, they want to mess everything up and they would probably delete things. But with grown-ups, I don't think that this is the case. So these kinds of boards can be used. And now I mentioned that you can download it as an image or a PDF. So where does that, where is this button? It's up here, export this board. So I click it. And it says sign up, but don't worry about that. Under it, there is image or PDF. So I click image, for example. It only gives this option, small image. It's not very big in the end, but it will do. So I'll go once again and I take PDF. Again, small file size. It means that the resolution might not be very good, but at least you get something as a memory. So sometimes we very quickly need to make some kinds of schemes. Then I think it's the best thing you can have because not that I, as a teacher, I don't need to have an account here either. I just see that after 3 hours, this board will be gone. So the link won't work after that. So it's just that it's a very good thing actually, because then we don't have too much rubbish, too much trash online. Okay, and then the last thing I want to share with you that we can try out is quizzes. So you can now wave to me. So if you open your camera and wave to me, if you have used quizzes in your life or you have seen at least what it's like. Okay, some people at least waved to me. So this is a nice app. If you know Kahoot, most people know Kahoot, yeah? So then you know how it works. But quizzes is my favorite when it comes to creating quiz games or creating interactive lessons for my students. All you need to keep in mind is that, again, with a free plan, you can have maximum 100 participants in your games. So that's the maximum. And you can create quizzes with maximum 20 questions. But one new thing maybe that some of you don't know, you can ask now AI inside quizzes. You can ask AI to create quizzes for you. You just give it a topic. You tell quizzes that I want a quiz about the solar system, for example, or music history or anything like that. And then it gives you a quiz with all the options and questions and so on. So I know that actually we have some Estonian people among us right now, so maybe the game is not difficult for you, but I have a little game, facts about Estonia. I use instructor paste now. I'll take this one where I decide when we go to the next question. Instructor paste. I'll switch off redemption questions. Yeah, but this is classic mode. It doesn't bother me. Shuffle answer options. Okay. And now I click start. And now we get to know what you need to do. Yeah, so you have to go to this website. I'll put it into Zoom. It gives you right away together with the number. Yeah, when you click it, you can join the game right away. Yeah, one person has joined us. You will be given again some nicknames, so you are anonymous. And I have 5 questions, simple questions about Estonia to give you just to give you the feel of it. 6 people have joined us. Maybe someone else. 7. Very good. So let's see. It might sometimes be that foreigners are much better at those facts than Estonians, but we'll see. So I hope you agree that I can start. Yeah, so that's the last task for you today. And the first question is coming. Okay. 8 people have answered. I know 6 people have answered. All done. Okay. Now. Okay, we have Kale Kinboat, yeah, is leading. So you know your nicknames, but it seems 5 people answered correctly. Very good. Yeah, February the 24th is really the Independence Day of ours. Next question. Which sea is Estonia located on? This is probably simple. And still Kale leading, yeah, but Parsnip is following. Yeah, and everyone managed to answer that one correctly. The third one. What is Estonia's second largest city? Okay. And here the other speed might also be important. Kale and Parsnip are still leading. The next one. What's the population of Estonia? Nice numbers, all of them, but only one is correct. And yeah, Kale still leading, but Parsnip is maybe 20 points behind, yeah? And the last question. The national flower of Estonia. This might be difficult for foreigners, yeah, but Estonians probably manage well. Okay, and now all the answers are there. And let's see who the winner is. Okay, and you see parsnip and chili, yeah, so managed to get a better score this time. And this is the last question, yeah. Do you want to end the quiz? Yes. So this is how you play these games, yeah, in quizzes, and they are very easy to set up. And now we see the winners appearing on the screen like that. Kids at school like these a lot, but I've used them, these kinds of quizzes also with grown-ups, and even grown-ups, they have sometimes this competitive feeling, and they want to see, maybe it's a nice thing to do at the beginning of your live stream, maybe something to do at the end of the live stream to check how attentively people were following you, and so on. And me as a teacher, I also get an overview of which questions were more difficult. Maybe there is something that I can concentrate more on next time I see my students. So this kind of feedback is very good. So this is what I wanted to try out with you. And now the last task for you in the Zoom chat area is to think back to those tools that I showed you today. So which of these tools would you like to try out first? Was there a favorite for you? So there were different names, of course. At the same time, I'll try to give you the link to the slideshow. And I'll put it here. So now when you open it, you get all the links as well. Later on, you can go and try some things out more. So someone says quizzes, yeah, quizzes. 2 people have mentioned quizzes is their favorite. But there was also Padlet, and there was Slido, QReport, and so on. Maybe someone liked these as well. Yeah, Slido was mentioned by Ivar here. Yeah. Very good. So hopefully something for everyone. Yeah. So Miro was mentioned, QReport. It seems to me that very different ones. And of course, it all depends on what you are looking for in a tool. So in one live stream, you might need one of them, and in another one, another tool. So it's very specific. But all you need to know is that there are actually hundreds of these tools available online. And now I will, of course, promote my own website a bit, that if you feel that these are the kinds of tools that you are looking for, you might need to know what's available. Maybe you are looking for some AI apps which help you to do some of your work more quickly. So then you should just go to this Nipidiri DigiNipid website, and these are exactly the kinds of things I share with teachers of Estonia every week. And if one of these tools was right now interesting for you, like QReport, I didn't show you how to set up a quiz like that in QReport. So actually I have made videos of all these apps, so you can find them from YouTube, and you can watch the video, and I show step by step how to do this or that in each of these tools. So that's it from me. I hope you liked it. So there was something useful for everyone. So I thank you for your attention, and feel free to come to me when you are in the academy, when you have any questions, technological questions. So I'm ready to help you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It was
Thank
really
you.
useful.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.